this time we're going to make the rabbit. Got a few tools that we'll need. We've got some, this is white fondant with a little bit of grey in it. Do the rabbit any colour you want. Brown rabbit, white rabbit, black rabbit, any colour that you want to go for. I've got pink and I've got a little bit of black and a few tools to help me with it. So let's get going. Let's make sure that our fondant is nice and soft. So give it a really good squidge there. Nice squidge. There we go. And then let's give it a little roll out. Oh, keeps moving. Okay. There we are. So let's use the cutter, cut that out. And just make sure all the ends are nice and tucked in. Now I'm going to do this as a flat cake topper. You can see that this one's slightly domed, so I've made it on the sponge, but you might not have that, so let's pretend that we don't have it. So let's keep it on there. Now what we want to do is just add a little bit of white. We're going to make the teeth. So we're going to roll it into a ball, then into a sausage, and then we're going to just flatten it down. Okay, and then we're going to stick that on there. Now I'm going to use one of these tools, but anything you've got, remember if you're using a knife just to be really careful. And I'm just going to do a line down the middle so it looks like his teeth. Okay, then we've got the rest of the nose area to do. So you want to get a ball and another ball, and I would roll them both at the same time just so you can make sure they're similar sizes. Oh, I think that's okay. So then what we want to do is roll it into a pill shape, and then we want to flatten it down. Okay, so pop that one to the side. So in a circle, C for cake fingers, and we're just going to roll it, and then we're going to flatten it out. And then what we want to do is add a little bit of water. Remember, when you're adding the water, not too much, a little bit of water either side. And then we're going to stick these on. Now, if you've got a cocktail stick that you can use, or something with a sharp point on, so be really, really careful. We're just going to add some dots on here. Okay, and then all over. Right, there we go. Now the little pink nose, so a little circle shape. Let's give it a squidge, it's a bit dry, so a little circle shape there. And then what we want to do, might need a little bit of water on there. We're just going to pop him on. Beautiful. Now we want to make two eyes, so I'm just going to make two holes where I want the eyes to be. Need to get some of your black fondant. Make sure it's nice and soft. And we want to make two eyes, again make them at the same time, so the same size. Now you might have a rabbit at home as a pet. It might have a patch over its eye in a different colour, so you could do that now before you add the eye. So if you wanted to do another patch of colour, just roll your fondant out and then you can just pop it over, and then you can put the eye on top. So you can do that. So you might need to add a bit of water. I think this is sticky enough, but this is going to go in the eye holes. And then I'm just going to use the back of this just to make a few little marks where the eyes are. And then if you've got some white there, you can just add a little bit of white. This is the fiddly bit, look, very fiddly. Because you want it in a circle and sometimes it doesn't go. So a little bit of white. Ah, it won't come off my finger. There we are. Fabulous. Now let's do the ears. So we want to get 2 bits of fondant into a circle. And let's do that at the same time. Again, we want the same size ears. roll in into a pill shape and then flatten it down, just like we did for these parts. So into a pill shape, flatten it down. Then what I want you to do is just using your C for cake fingers, just slightly pinch one end. So you've got a round end and you're gonna have a slightly pointier end, and do the same with this one. Okay, I've put some pink in these ears, which you can do, or leave them whatever colour you would like. So pink sausage in one ear, pink sausage in the other ear, and then just use something to try and sort of blend it in a little bit. If you haven't, you can just use your finger. Okay, now what we want to do is a little bit of water around the outside. Now if you want your ears to sit up, what I would suggest you do is, if you want them to go sort of like this, you'll need to put something there for your ears to rest on until they're dry, because what's going to happen is if you don't, it's just going to fall flat like that. So that's why I've done the ears quite flat, because they're easier and quicker for you to get a result. And there you go. And there you have it. There are your two rabbits. So well done.